Ugh. I should get a dream journal. Hey, are we still on for today?
What? They ditch you again?
Yep.
You gotta find some better friends, man.
Whatever. Alexa, lights off. What is this?
What is what?
You look up to see she's still here.
You're still here.
This is the same place, the same dream. The same shirtless you. You stop patting yourself down as Dune butts back in.
Hello?
Long story? Dune doesn't seem super satisfied with your answer, although it's not like she's often satisfied with much of anything, so what's the point? However, out of a desire to at least try to make this ghost, maybe not ghost, into a friend, you explain. So, I thought this was a dream. I'm not from here. You clear your throat. I'm already embarrassed to say the words out loud. They feel like those of a madman. Can you imagine if someone said this to you in the real world? You continue. Because, I randomly fell from the sky and have been continuing to do all these crazy and fantastical things. I just thought I was in some sort of weird dream. But now I'm back. Looking back up to Dune, it's hard to read her expression. You can tell she's thinking. Does she actually believe you? Have you for once reached middle ground in understanding with the ghost? That's about all. Dune continues to stare for a moment, tilting her head. A few more moments of silence pass by you before... The ghost obnoxiously laughs. Oh my god, you're totally serious, aren't you? A different world? Do you mean like a different realm? Did you fall from Etheria and knock your head enough that you forgot the rest? Or okay, this would be harder to manage and sell than you thought. Great. Look, I know it's hard to believe, but like you said, you're stuck to me, right? So we need to trust each other, you say, earnestly trying to ignore the fact that Dune is holding back more laughter. I've lived an entirely different life up to now. A world much different from here. No animin, no ghosts. No random magic, and it's more advanced. Not all this medieval stuff. It's Dune butts back in.
If I just say that I believe you, can we move on? Either you're stupid, crazy, both, or I'm going to develop existential dread.
In honesty, you're shocked that she doesn't already have that, being a ghost and all. Fine. There's an awkward silence that follows. You try to look around the room to avoid the even worse fate of awkward silence with eye contact, but your eyes end up drifting back to her anyways. She has a 1,000-yard stare for just a moment before flinching. All right. Hey, while you were passed out for the last 100 hours, the old guy stopped in. She gestured towards the table by the window. On the table seems to be a piece of cloth and cloth of some... Let's try that one again. On the table seems to be a piece of cloth of some kind and a few pieces of paper. Dune continues. I don't think you're going to have any luck reading it from that far. All right. So what's this then? You walk over to the table, looking at the small stack of papers. The paper at the top of the stack is a well-formatted chart. An invoice. Oh, God, that's not good. You almost forgot you were in debt. That bit was good, forgetting that you were in debt. The majority of the paper and chart can be skimmed, only providing fluff details like Buckley's contact information, the contractor's contact information. Hey, for some reason, a bank's contact information. Note that one down. You might be able to take out a loan and be in debt to a faceless business instead. Though it's not like the contact information is anything valuable to you. They're just addresses, not like emails or phones or anything exist in here. You continue skimming, but the amount of alarm bells ringing in your head only increases as you read past a price breakdown. There's a quote for wood plank floor replacement and refinishing, a quote for cabinet rebuilding and replacement, a quote for stone brick wall replacement and repointing. What is repointing? There's another quote in different handwriting for ingredients, which must be from Buckle himself. After the quotes, you know what has to come next. The total. You consider sitting down to brace yourself for it, but instead... 340 coins. Almost immediately, you feel yourself tense up. That's a lot. If that were dollars, it'd be almost of all of what you have in your checking account in the other world, which... What's the exchange rate? How much is a coin worth? What's the minimum wage in aerowyn? There's a lot of questions, but they all boil down to the quintessential, how screwed am I? The consequences of this world not being some hyper-realistic dream are setting in. Consequence 1 being that your actions have equal opposite reactions, like putting you in debt. You have not thought far enough to get to consequence 2 yet, but you're sure it's worse. Unless aerowyn's markets suffer from extreme inflation, but you'd imagine that repairing the damages from a kitchen fire still costs a lot of money, so maybe 340 coins is a realistic price? Do you want me to find you job listings? Dune asks, in what almost sounds like a sincere tone. You turn your head to face her. You would do that? No. I don't know why I even thought she was real. Next paper looks to be a handwritten letter. Oveq, the document begins. I was fortunate enough to have some kind folks come and look and draft up an estimate on the damages. And even more fortunate, it's not as bad as I previously expected it to be. So I suppose we're a fair bit more off the hook, Your definition of off the hook isn't an amount of coins still in the hundreds, but you give him the benefit of the doubt. Again, who knows what a coin's worth, right? You continue reading the letter. Although it may be important to mention that the carpenters and such around here are a bit pricey beyond reason. Other areas of the city are remarkably cheaper. If you're able to find cheaper, but still high-quality repairs, be my guest. Another chore. Shouldn't be needed, however. Like I said, their estimate isn't half bad. Enough where I'm going to pay them half of it. Besides, I realize it may be cruel to shoulder you with such high expectations when you seem to barely have your footing yet. I trust that you don't take this for granted, though. That's a real sudden change of pace. This old man keeps getting cooler and cooler. Suddenly, it feels like a weight's lifting off your chest. It feels like you could fly. Before you realize that half of 300 is still a boatload of coins. No good. Well, it is at least good that 4 years of work have been turned into 2. Progress is progress. You still are mildly curious what the catch to all this is. First, you burn his kitchen down and he's hardly mad. Then he offers you housing and food, and then pays off half of your debt to himself. If he's trying to just get another worker for the bar, he wouldn't need to do all this. You've always dreamed of running something like this regardless. It's worth thought, or perhaps even asking him again, but the issue isn't too heavily on your mind. Better to focus on what you have rather than why. You near the bottom of the page. Lastly, I found this old sweater of mine. From my rough judge, it should fit. You seem close enough to my younger build, and if not, it'll at least let you get service somewhere that'll tailor to you. Perhaps a store where you can buy your own washing setup. What you've got now seems, not to be rude, quite dirtied up. A look down confirms that Buckley's correct. You hadn't even realized, though. You can't say it doesn't make sense. Falling down a bunch of stuff in a desert, being in a desert, in general, is going to make a man's clothing quite dusty and sandy. Just you thinking about it has brought attention to the itchy sand in your underwear and socks. Phenomenal. Regardless, you give yourself a quick sweep and consider it a job well done for the time being. The letter continues. I'm clearly running out of paper space here, so I'll close off. Not much left to discuss with you anyways. If you wake back up at any reasonable hour, come grab some food. The menu may be a little more limited now, but there's still some good food available. Fresh greens make a killer salad. Thanks, Buckle. Alrighty. Underneath the letter is the sweater that Buckle was referring to. It's definitely wearable, to some degree. It looks mildly itchy, and the coffee coloration of it is some sort of fashion statement. Just not a good one. At the end of the day, it's at least a shirt. Like you said, you'll at least get less weird looks when you go to grab a new one for yourself. Well, here goes. Alright. Alrighty. As you thought, it's a little bit itchy. Nothing you can't get used to, though. And shamefully enough to admit, it's a little tight. Does that mean you're in worse shape than he was? Not important. Flattering, Dune says in a tone that you can't quite decide on. Annoyed? Bored? Who knows? She sighs. I think it's better to have you run around shirtless than wear whatever that is. It looks tacky. Okay, you just want to see me shirtless.
What?
Dune's expression starkly changes. If you didn't know any better, you'd say she's embarrassed. But it's probably more of an offended look than anything. Doesn't seem like she likes your passive, non-committal, omnidirectional flirting. It's just the color of it, you pathetic, self-centered idiot! She crosses her arms and turns away. No one wants to see you shirtless. Clearly not the old man, or anyone on the street, and obviously not me. Understood? What, would you rather it be blue?
Ugh.
Har, I get it, because I'm blue.
Dune rolls her ghostly eyes.
And no, thank you very much. I think I'd rather it be green and made of a different material for starters. You need something more vibrant.
Is she being genuine? Still snarky, but genuinely giving you fashion tips. Though her hint of actual interest is new and gives you hope of at least getting somewhere with befriending the cat. Did she say a green shirt would work? Really? Your current brown pants plus a green no, green wouldn't work. I'd look like Shaggy.
Huh?
Who?
The ghost raises an eyebrow. Right, moving on. All right. Huh. It actually doesn't fit too bad. I like that. Let's get some lights on in here. I would like to have a full closet. Changing through some stuff wouldn't be too bad. And I've got all these drawers. I've got so much storage space, but I have like nothing. I own nothing. Other than, I guess, books. I don't even know what these books are. How am I supposed to say I own books when I don't... I don't... Sorry, chat, turning my fan on. It's really hot in my room. Anyway. Yeah, I just don't own anything. Unless I've got, like, leftover stuff. That's my stuff. He moved... Oh. It's actually kind of nice of him. He moved it in here. The stuff I stashed in his cabinets. Is there anything else left in here? No. Zilch, nada. Can I reach that? Oh, I'm like on top. Okay. Well, it makes sense that he finds the weapons. I mean, they were in his cabinets. I'm assuming he was cooking throughout today. Also, hey, wait. If it's... So if it's not a dream, how can I, like, how are you here, chat? You know, I'm not going to even dwell on that. It's not even worth it. Where's Dune? She really just likes to vanish. Huh. What even time is it? Did I wake up at a reasonable hour? Nope. Did I wake up at a reasonable hour? I mean, there's still sun out there. That doesn't look too dark out, but... Here. Guess we can turn these off if we're leaving. I want to know what time it is. Okay, that's not... The sun's still out. That's not bad. Although it is pretty quiet here. What the... I should probably let him know about that. What's the plan? I don't even know. Ask this guy for money. Hey. Where's Buckle? gruff man hardly moves as you walk up to him. He offers a grunt. Hey, do you know where Buckley, the owner of this place? He turns to face you. Sure. Is this guy gonna elaborate, or? He's closing up shop for the night, and I was finishing up. Looking at the bar, there's still an entirely full glass of some type of alcohol, as well as another half-full one. So, Willie ran off to get his stuff done. I'm holding the fort. You the one that burnt out the kitchen? How great, there's gossip. You answer earnestly. Yeah. And then look down awkwardly. So much for the new world, new me, and the idea of a confident, flirty, Casanova type Oveq, right? But instead of having the patron upset, you start to hear laughter. Nice work, kid. He sputters out between his laughs. Means we customers ain't gonna have to smell it cooking for a week. Wait. He's happy about the kitchen burning. Wait, we? Everyone is happy about the kitchen burning? This is a lot to take in. Are you a hero now? To the local customers of Buckley's Tavern? Do we have a name for that? Is the confident Casanova Oveq back in business? One thing to consider, they're lauding you for taking away Buckle's ability to cook. Does that mean that he's bad at cooking? Is that what you're related to now? Only one way to find out. You don't want him to cook? The drunk smirks as he finishes a sip and sets the glass down. Of course the hell we don't want him cooking. He's damned good at it. That answers that. Buckley isn't a terrible chef. He's potentially one of the best. Truly, maybe everything is looking up for you. Gonna have a happy wife at home now. I always come on in here for a quick drink and a chat with the boys, and soon as I smell whatever he's got going, and I'm hooked. He laughs heartily. I'm gonna save some money and have the heavy appetite I need to eat her food. Everything's about to go all well for old Grizzle. Say, you remind me, I bought tonight. Let me get you one. Grizzle grabs the full glass and slides it over to you. The amber liquid sloshes around inside, reflecting the warm glow of the lanterns above. No, thank you. I'm good. So you deny the drink. You look up from the glass to look at him. It's a confused expression, but it's quickly thereafter replaced by a cheeky yet warm grin. More for me! You can hardly process it, but he's picked the glass back up and began to chug it down. The thought almost makes you squirm. Grizzle slams the glass back down on the bar with a refreshed sigh and a burp. He seems to be a simple regular, a fun one at that. Either that or your brazen confidence won him over fast as a friend. I'll take the latter. You want to know the funny part, kid? He starts, and without waiting. Since I come around here enough, my drinks are all free anyway. I got to cover aerowyn free tonight. Isn't that cool? He can hardly hold back his laughter. It's charming at the least. Perhaps Buckle's just nice beyond anything that's helpful for him or his business, but he seems to know what he's doing regardless. That or this poor patron doesn't understand what a tab is, and he's going to have a real unhappy wife at home at that case. I should get going. Take it easy then. I'll be here. Awesome. Is he maybe just in the kitchen? No, he's just holding on the fort. What is in the kitchen then? How's it looking? As you step into the kitchen, you're almost instantly struck by the smell of the burnt everything. Some things in the kitchen are at least a little bit cleaned up, but it's somewhat very evident and clear damage. Nicely done, dingus. Don't call me a dingus. Ooh, what's this? On the table lay a stack of thicker papers. They're menus. Right on top of the page is what must be the name of the tavern. Rayburn's. In a cursive and elegant style of writing. The page below is divided into two sections, and you start reading from top to bottom. Main courses, the header reads. Underneath, you study the available options. First off, house stew. A hearty stew filled with seasonal vegetables and salted meat. 5 coins? I'm guessing that's what this is. Beef and bean stew. Slow-cooked beef stew with beans and root vegetables seasoned with the chef's mix of herbs. 6 coins. Roasted chicken. Roasted chicken coated with honey glaze served with butter root vegetables. 6 coins. Roasted vegetables. Herb-infused grains. Side salad. 5 coins. Interestingly, everything under this section is crossed out besides the veggie platter, and even that has the word roasted crossed out. That makes sense. He doesn't have a stove. Although I'm already now salivating. Man, that is a lot of good food. And for maybe cheap, I mean, Okay, it's a plate of vegetables and a side salad for 5 coins. So maybe a coin is worth less, or food is worth less, but the coins are worth more. Yeah, next section. Your eyes move down to the next section. Appetizers tops the segment. It only makes sense to come side by side with the main dishes, you suppose. You study the available options. Cheese platter, a selection of locally sourced cheese, served with dried fruits and a side of honey. 3 coins. Wow, that sounds really good. Meat pie, flaky pastries filled with seasoned minced meat and vegetables. 3 coins. Roasted vegetable skewers, skewers of grilled seasonal vegetables with a drizzle of herb-infused oil. 2 coins. Fisherman's soup, hearty soup with chunks of market fresh fish, root vegetables, and aromatic herbs. 4 coins. Similar to the section prior, everything but the cheese platter and roasted vegetable skewers are crossed out. And yet again, the word roasted has been crossed out from the vegetable skewers description. Did I ruin his business? I mean, it seems like he's still able to serve some stuff, but... Next section. So far, you've worked up an appetite just reading through this menu, despite half the dishes not being available. However, a glutton for food and punishment, you turn the menu over to continue reading. This side of the menu is the same as the front, with the same topper and tavern name, as well as 2 sections to look through. The first section is titled Desserts, and you can already feel your stomach grumbling. You study the available options. Fruit cobbler, warm and delightful dessert made with a sweetened preserved fruit, topped with a crumbly oat crust for 3 coins? That's actually kind of cheap. I really got to fix this kitchen. Okay, at least maybe the fruit cobbler's available. Please tell me that's available. I really want it. Honey cakes, soft cakes drizzled with honey and dusted with powdered sugar, 3 coins. I really want that too. That sounds really good. Stuffed pastries, flaky pastries filled with crushed nuts, and a touch of the chef's sweet spice mix, 2 coins. All of these sound so amazing. At least one will be available, I think. Berry tart, buttery tart crust filled with fresh berries and a light glaze, 3 coins. Unsurprisingly, everything under this section is crossed out. No! I guess he doesn't have like a stove to bake them with or an oven to bake them with, but come on! Yeah, you can't make pastry-type desserts without a working oven. And who would have guessed an oven can be rendered inoperable via heavy fire damage. Finally, you make it to the last section of the menu, simply titled Drinks. Your eyes glide past a few basic ones like water, milk, apple juice, and you skip right to the real stuff. You study the available options. Mead, a sweetened fermented honey beverage, 2 coins. That's pretty cheap mead. Mulled wine, warm spiced wine, perfect for chilly aerowyn evenings, 3 coins. Fruit brandy, a strong distilled spirit made from seasonal fruits, 4 coins. Buckley's drink of the day, a large mug of Buckley's highlighted drink for the day, 3 coins. A small disclaimer underneath reads, "Don't see anything you like? Don't worry, name it and we've got it. These are just some of our crowd favorites," with a small winky face. Oh, I really want all of those. That all sounds really good. Why did I have to burn his stove and... That makes me sad. Well, I mean, if I'm living here, as long as I think if he's covering half of, like, the debt, maybe he can cover the whole thing and at least have, like, a working stove soon. Because food would be really good. Oh, I really shouldn't have read that menu. Oh my gosh, that all sounds so amazing. You have no idea. I still don't know where he is. Is he in his room? No, he's supposed to be earning chores, unless one of those chores involved sitting in the room the whole time. He really should be aware of that. I guess that's maybe where the bathroom is? Hey. He doesn't seem to have heard you coming out, instead remaining hunched over the barrel of water. Next to him is a drying rack filled with glasses, plates, bowls, and utensils. Virtually everything in your kitchen. For a moment, you're confused. Doesn't he have a sink and the likes in the tavern itself? Why would he be washing dishes out here? Other than it's probably not ideal to wash dishes in a scorched kitchen, huh? Problem solved. Buckle perks up for a moment before turning to face you with a smile and a chuckle. Was wondering when you were going to wake up. Get anything to eat? No? Well, in honesty, probably for the better. Can't have you in that kitchen for a bit, he says with a cheeky wink as he turns back to the sink. Quote unquote. Once I finish these, I'll go inside and throw together a sandwich or two. I would love to let you share the scraps of the stew from today, but couldn't quite make those today. There's a brief pause before he continues with a light laugh. It all works out fine. I was due to restock soon enough anyway, so I didn't have it to let anything go to waste. I'm still able to make my standard crowd-pleasing fare. The sandwich does sound extremely good. Thinking of, what is it with the constant good food in this world? Sure, you had a bad start when you tried eating the petrified bread in the abandoned village. Even worse when you ate the horse food in the prison, but we don't talk about that. And after that, you've had nothing but 5-star meals. You almost drool thinking back to Abel's cooking, the roasted fish, the bread, the rice, chicken. Oh, you're jealous of that past version of you, even if it was just a day or two ago. And now, a seemingly solid chef is making you a sandwich. Life is good. Buckley breaks the silence left by your food thoughts. If you're wondering why I'm out here washing the old-fashioned way, it's not your fault. Huh?
Well,
You're pretty sure you know what he means, but you're also confused how he keeps reading you like a book. Are you that obvious with your thoughts? Back long ago, my father ran a pretty similar tavern, and he would have me wash the dishes. The place wasn't as well set up as my gig here, so he would have me fetch a water barrel or two and wash the dishes outside all day. He reminisces, pausing his washing to look distantly into the sky. Nothing quite beat the passive washing under a summer sky. Plus, I needed the change of scenery after a long day. You look around to try and give Dune a look along the lines of, see how opening up and making a friend out of anyone makes you so much better, but you can't seem to find her. Precisely, though, it feels good to chat with Buckley. You're almost excited to talk to him more and learn from him. Do you need any help?
huh?
The man lets out what almost sounds like a small gasp, almost as if he's taken by surprise at the offer. After a brief hesitation, he continues washing. No, I am nearly done here, don't worry. Thank you, though. He takes a breath. However, I may have you step into work at the tavern at least a few times per week. If that's okay for you. Of course, yeah. I was just thinking earlier that I've always wanted to work at a place like this, you answer. Though, does my labor chip towards the repair bill? Hey, it's a valid question. A few long seconds pass by before Buckle replies. I suppose we can talk about it. I haven't ever had a helping hand around here. It's always been a single-man tavern. Can't say I'm too sure what the pay would be for your help besides the housing and the food. Now you're really impressed. He's been running this place solo? The entire time? Wow. It almost worries you a degree. Will he have his routines and work so efficiently mastered that you throw off the mix and lose him money? Will you being in the way of his work make him undo his offer and kick you out? No. Can't focus on that. He's nice. It'll be fine. Do you know, where else I could go to earn some coins, maybe?
Let me think.
Buckle shrugs. That's not encouraging. Personally, I'd say just to explore, he says with a degree of certainty, despite this being the most vague answer he could give you. You never know where opportunity will strike, kiddo. Sometimes it just takes the wrong guy in the right place. Isn't it usually the right guy in the right place or something like that? He lets out a light nose exhale type of chuckle. Sure, if you'd like. I don't know. I don't fully buy that only one guy can do the right thing given the chance. Even if you're not the exact perfect pick for the job, you can still make it work if you give it your all, yeah? That's actually a really cool way to look at it. Guess so.
Okay.
Buckley stacks a final dish on the rack and turns around. Must be finished. He digs in his pocket for something as he talks. How about you go find the right place? Might be a little late, but I'm sure there's something out there. Here, give me your hand. You hold out your hand and he places a key in your palm. Make sure you lock the door behind you when you come back. Me and you are now both familiar with what happens when the door is unlocked overnight. He smirks. I know you slept all day, but don't stay out too late. You should make an effort not to be so nocturnal. Okay, got it.
I'll see you around.
He opens the door and begins to step back in. Take it easy. I'll see you tomorrow. Seconds later, you're alone outside as the sun begins to set. The questions really start rising now. Where do you even go? You still don't really know where you are besides aerowyn. Nothing's going to be open at this time of night. There's no chance you get anything out of tonight besides an evening walk. Well, no time better than the present to start, right? It's an actual really nice guy. So stash that away. I at least know vaguely in this direction would be back to the register, right? Or the registrar. Yeah, this way is the gate and the registrar and the big town square. Have I ever watched Food Wars? Yeah. I think I, back in the desert with the tribe. when I had the food, I was thinking about that. I mentioned. I'm afraid to ask these people. They all seem just super armored up. And I don't know if I really have what it takes to be some sort of knight or anything. I mean, maybe. I mean, I'm pretty sure whatever body I have in this world is at least like a little more lean than real life. I mean, I still got some weight to lose out there. But, I mean, I feel pretty strong in here. And if this thing is broken, I can still hold it up. I mean, I was able to swing it around pretty alright at the Myrmexes. But, I don't know if I would want to be a knight. It just seems weird. I might have powers. I mean, I don't know about that, chat. I don't know if I have powers. I don't think that's this type of world. I mean, there's ghosts. There's cat woman ghosts. Where did she go? I don't know about powers, though. I did do the pretty massive fall. That is a good point. Guilds I could join? Maybe. This does seem like the type of thing that would have guild, at least. That's a nice outfit. Ah, that is blinding. Yeah, medieval-like. So maybe a guild could be cool. I'm getting blinded by looking at that. I can just find a business that's open. Maybe I can just walk in, see if they're accepting job applications. Find a blacksmith to fix up the sword. The other thing is I don't know. I don't know what I would fix up the sword for. I mean, I fought the giant scorpion things, but otherwise, I mean, I'm just around in here. It would probably just take money out that I would need. Did Indiana Jones a temple? That was pretty cool. Teleported here, so there's magic. I mean, the magic, I guess, would be me waking up in here while I sleep, but still doesn't... I don't know, I haven't seen magic. Maybe I can do card tricks. Better not lose my way home. It's just that way, yeah? Huh. Nice waterfront, at least. Maybe I could fish. Fishing's always seemed kind of cool. Yeah. I can find like an actual proper place to fish. I don't see any fish going through here, but there's got to be like a waterfront somewhere, maybe some like docks unless we're completely inland. I could fish. That seems pretty nice. I mean, I think Buckley wouldn't be against it either, right? Right? Huh. Because, I mean, he would need fish for the fisherman's suit. I don't know, it seems like it's a lot of just residential around here. Unless there's whatever this is. Do you know what this is? What is this? It's like a coliseum? Gotta be a way in, right? Hello. What's my favorite food and drink? Food is pretty hard to judge, but a lot of the stuff I've had in here is really good. Rice is the way to my heart, though. Or a good burger. Do burgers exist in here? Drink, water, or tea for sure. Hi? As you walk towards all the commotion, you bump into a man standing in the stairwell. He raises an eyebrow at you. You supposed to be here? He asks in a deep voice. Okay. Yes. The guard rolls an eye. And then you would have come with the rest of them, not... He checks a watch. An hour and a half late. Crap. That throws a wrench in your plan of acting like you belong. Think, Oveq, think. To change clothes, had a family emergency, quick nap. Family emergency. I had a family emergency, actually. Please work. Look, kid, I've been doing party security for years. I've heard every excuse. Just get lost. Come on, make my night easier. Get lost? Likely. Everything has an entrance if you know where to look, right? Yeah, I'll get lost. I don't even know what this is. I'm gonna find my way in. Just out of spite for him. That's right. I mean, if it's something that had to have security, there's gotta be some money in there. Or at least an opportunity to make money. Spite, yeah. If I'm determined enough, I can make money. Let's see, if I could maybe jump that, but that would require getting out of those windows, which would require getting in here, but yeah, no, lights are out. I'm getting in here. How else can I get in? I mean, I think the wall is too high to climb. Yeah, no. I mean, if I could get onto the roof somehow. No, I'd probably break my legs trying to jump. That would be, not ideal. Ugh. Okay. Let's see. These buildings have too much distance anyways. Definitely not this side. This is all grass. I'm not gonna have a good way to jump. That's a kind of low roof. That might help me climb, and then just scale over here. But there's not enough low roofs that... Could move some of these barrels. I just gotta think quietly. And now I've looped around. Crap. Let's see. There is this, which has like some sort of waterfall. If I don't mind looking like a completely wet dog, once I'm inside there, I could find a way up. There's got to be a... Yeah, the aqueduct. But how would I get up there? Wait. Hold on. Which way is he looking? He's looking that way. And there's not even security up there. What if I just... Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. It's a little slippery. It's a little slippery. We're good. We're okay. We'll try again. And no, chat, I'm not trying to steal something. I'm merely trying to see what opportunities are in this guarded circle thing. Alright, just give me a second. I de-sweat my hands. And I'll try again. Alright, I'm ready. As long as he's not turned around. Please. Okay. Okay, don't burn my feet. And... I'm in. Hello? Okay, he seems... You're good? Okay, yeah, he's chilling. Lady's staring at me? She's fine. Where am I? Hey, hi, I was here. Well, they're swaying around idly, struggling to keep their head upright. They aren't focused too much at all, besides standing. Odds are this person's a little too drunk to talk to. Alright, no problem. This person's also swaying a little bit, but... Hey. The group is talking amongst themselves, intently. Most likely a bad idea to butt in. Any excuse you can find will quickly be invalidated by at least someone here. I'm going to step away then. You know what? Sure. Hey, how's it going? You walk up to the partygoer who's awkwardly swaying about. Hey, sup, buddy? You want to, like, dance or something? The man slowly sputters out between hiccups. There's no dancing going on nearby or seemingly anywhere at this party. I'm a bit late. What's going on? The drunk blinks a few times, trying to understand what you said. He tips forward, crashing onto you for a moment before standing back up and replying. What's happening? You must have missed the whole day or something, man. Well, he's not wrong. Okay. Go get a drink, dude. The big guy, he like totally went all out and got us the good stuff, you know? He chugs down the rest of the bottle in his hand, keeps dancing solo. It's clear you won't get much help from him. Thanks, man. So... where to now? Yeah, I mean, it's some sort of party. Also, what is that? Yeah, aqueduct, but... is this just like hey? Hi? Yeah, this person's just drunk too. I want to... okay, so it's a big old lake with a big old waterfall that goes straight into it. That's actually kind of metal. Here, let's see if I can make an effort at conversation. The young woman jumps as you walk up. She must not have expected you.
Oh, hello there.
She smiles.
Nice to meet you. I'm Leah. I don't think I got to see you earlier at the wedding.
Gotcha.
What's your name?
Aha! So earlier today must have been the wedding, and this must be the after party. Got it! Weird place to find any work opportunities unless you just ask people, which would probably be even weirder. Well, might as well make the most of it and Hello? Backstage? Why am I here? Okay, alright. I don't even know how that happened. Okay. Well, might as well make the most of it and try to practice the Oveq charm. Oveq.
Ooh, Oveq,
Leah says, intrigued.
I like it.
Unique.
What's your relation to the groom? Or the bride? Sorry, you just look like you'd fit in perfect with his family. Sorry.
Okay, time to whip up a fake story so you don't meet back up with the seasoned stare security guy. Well... bride's first ex, maybe I'm the groom's brother? No. I mean, she might be like a girlfriend, so I don't know if I can be the first ex of the bride. Groom's brother, she might also be the groom's, like, sister or something. We were family friends before I moved away, a long time back. Leah's eyebrows raise in surprise and interest.
Oh, that's so nice. I've always thought about moving out of here, but...
She shakes her head.
Not for me. I love it around here too much. Where'd you move off to? What brings you back around here? Do you know any other locations?
Perhaps some stuff in the desert, but a lot of that doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, perfect idea.
Well, my family moved around a fair bit. In general, though, my favorite place was when I moved out on my own. I took a sort of soul-seeking trip out to the desert, kicked it with the tribe out there for a bit. She seemed hooked and believing it. Classic trick. If you mix a bit of truth in with a lie, even you can believe it. You continue. But, of course, no place like home, right? Landed back here, crashing with a different family friend, and just trying to make stuff work.
That sounds awesome,
she says, almost geeking out. Seems she really does enjoy travel, just through other people. Leah laughs.
I wish I could help you find anywhere to work, but
I'm still looking myself. No worries.
I'd hope not.
She smiles. Well, I should probably get going. Lots of people to catch up with, right? You feel almost bad leaving?
She's having a lot of fun chatting with you. And honestly, you're not having a bad time yourself. But if you chat any longer, you might wind up caught in a lie. You've got business to do. Like finding work. See ya. Alright. Hey. They turn to face you, giving a quick and stoic look at your outfit. Seems like your outfit sticks out like a sore thumb among the higher class of dress around here. Who are you? Okay, time to go. Don't mind me. Just on my way out. Who else could I talk to? They're in a group. You're sitting solo, hey. You weren't sure how to approach the man after every other denial you've heard. But he looks well-groomed and well-dressed, meaning he might just be the groom. It's a wedding after all. Although he seems to be in and out of reality. Must be drunk like half the party, huh? His head flops over to you with a scowl. Can I help you? Are you the groom? The groom? No, but at this point I bloody well should be. He rolls his eyes and laughs. If not for the dreadful wife, yeah? No, I'm the groom's best mate. Who the hell's you? Okay, this lie requires a bit more thought. This guy's saying that he's the groom's best friend, meaning he could potentially see through any story you throw him. Doesn't seem like he's a big fan of the bride, though. Could you use that? I'm the bride's first ex. You say in an attempt at a deeper voice. A little awkward to be here, but it was long enough ago, right? Just figured I'd come around to try and network for work and money. You've been out of town a while. After a second of consideration, this seems good enough for him. Right, you must have seen what she's like and got out earlier. He laughs. Dreadful that lady is. Got me in all sorts of trouble tonight. Ain't even on me, you hear about it? You weren't expecting to hear about newlywed drama tonight, but it's not unwelcome. After you shake your head in response, he continues. So apparently, she didn't fancy any sort of party and just wanted some cute, artsy romance dinner with Darby. He told me I told him that I was ass-backwards stupid. The man leans forward with a deadpan look. Who in the right mental is going to a wedding, if not to get drunk at the real party after? Right. Yeah, that makes sense. He leans back to his original position with a grin. But, of course now, Big Mike's already booked and hired all the stuff for this. He's got me telling him off. No way he can shut it down without losing loads of his money. And even more, of course, she ain't too happy he's stuck to it. Stupid on him. He ain't even gonna tell her about it still going. Figured she'd understand, yeah? He lets out a heavy sigh. So then when she blows up at him, he comes and blows up at me because I encouraged the party and now no bloody soul's happy. Looking around, there is a few happy souls, but you get the message. I'm sorry that happened. I'll leave you to it. Mm-hmm, he grumpily says as you start turning away. Hey, wait a moment. You said you were trying to network and all that, yeah? You nod. Could always manipulate the poor sap. What? Mate, look at him. He's loaded off his folks and he's just sitting there all ticked off with the drinking ish. The notably similarly drunk man turns to you with a toothy smirk. Just go sit with him. Buy him a drink and talk his ear off. He might just hook you up with a few coins. It's not a terrible idea. Morally not great. At least not morally great from this best friend. What if there was... maybe there's a middle ground? You could go and talk from the perspective of a genuine new friend, and any reward that might come out of it is an added bonus. Thank you. I'll go talk to you later, all right? You have a good one. He's at the bar? Yeah. That must be him. Unless... yeah, no. Hey. You slowly saunter up to the makeshift bar, taking a lean next to the well-dressed man. Hopefully this... Mark, the groom. For a bit, you both sit there in silence. Matter of fact, you aren't sure if he even realizes you're there. Though you're able to now get a better look at him. It's almost certain he's the groom. The suit on him is the best you've seen at this party so far. His hair is also the most styled, despite the now disheveled look caused by him running his hands through it. As he's doing now. The groom turns to you with a tired expression. Can I help you? I was looking to help you, actually. Mark laughs. Yeah, I'm about sick of people's help with this wedding business. Whole load of crap that's put me in, man. His breath smells the same as half the party. Alcohol. It just never ends. Frankly, you're almost confused how you keep winding up around various beers when you aren't even the legal age to drink. Unless that's different in aerowyn. Despite the spell on him, his speech doesn't seem all too slurred. He's clearly not as deep in the drinks as the rest. Makes sense, he's not drinking for fun, he's drinking to ease the load off himself for a bit. Might actually work to see what you can do. Can I buy you a drink? Appreciate it, dude, but, Mark reaches behind the bar and grabs himself a bottle. I already bought them all. Didn't want people to have to pay money past gifts today, so when I rented out the bar thing, I just bought all the drinks with it. Must explain why everyone's so drunk, the drinks are free. The man takes a swig from his new bottle and sits back. So, what'd you mean by it? That you wanted to help me? Someone send you? I'll explain. See, I overheard some drama, and I just wanted to check in as a friend. Huh. Mark sighs. Drama, huh? That's one way to put it. Seems like he's still putting up a pretty hard wall on talking about it. You try again to pry. So how would you put it then? If it helps, I don't really have any idea what's going on. He raises an eyebrow, but doesn't turn to face you. How I'd put it? A rock in a hard place. Just got married, haven't even gotten home, and already in a fight with her and one of my buddies. I don't know what to do. This is getting nowhere. Time for a new plan. This is gonna be a little bit weird, but you pause for a moment while trying to lay out another lie. I was the +1 to one of your exes. I wasn't quite there for the main wedding. What does your wife look like? What you just said has to be a candidate for being both a brand new sentence and the weirdest sentence you've ever said. You're almost great. That Dune seems to have vanished for now. She would be making fun of you for that. Does this guy even have exes? Were +1s allowed? Oh, it's about to come just crumbling down, huh? Oh, God. In true fashion, or in true you, Oveq fashion, of course not. Mark turns to face you now. What, are you Jane's new boyfriend? Let me just warn you before you get too far and you interject quickly. No, nothing like that. We're just friends, that's all. Mark buys this and shrugs. Right, okay. Man, what she looks like, I don't know if I can describe it. That's a good sign. He's flustered by her. This isn't some super toxic situation you're helping prolong. She's got this super nice long blue hair. Pretty pale skin. She'll be the one in the obvious wedding dress. I'm sure you'll be able to spot her. All right, I'm gonna be back. If that's not like a weird thing. Oh, sorry, man. You got blonde hair. Okay. Okay, I'm looking for blue hair, pale skin, and then wedding dress. That all adds up. This is you got a grip? No. No. Is that? Hold on. That's purple hair. I'm just blind. Well, maybe it's colorful. They're swinging around idly. Yeah, they're drunk. Okay. Not yet. Stop looking at me, please. Blue hair? Pale skin? White dress? Alrighty. Excuse me, miss, are you the bride by chance?
Really, how many people are gonna have to give me crap tonight about my dress? I get it. I shouldn't have worn something like this to a wedding.
That's no good.
But pardon me for having splurged on something nice and wanting to wear it somewhere.
She continues on. You walk away. Whoopsies. Okay. So that's just someone that I guess looks perfectly like her. Oh, that's really awkward. I hate that. Nope, not it. I just want to put as much distance between me and that person as possible. Blue hair, blue hair, blue hair. Blue hair. Hey! Blue hair, yeah, okay. Blue and long hair, pale skin, bride-like dress. This seems to check all the boxes. And statistically, only one person should have. And so this being the second has to mean you're golden. If you're here for vague party chat, just go. Please. I actually wanted to check in on you. I'm doing poorly, thanks. You sit down next to her. No, I just, I heard you weren't holding up so well, and I just wanted to see what was going on. If you want me to go... The bride grabs your arm. Stay. I probably should talk about it. No good keeping it pent up. She sighs. I don't think I was too demanding, she starts. I just didn't want to have an after party. I thought that it was a wedding for the both of us, but... And not just him, but... She trails off with a small choked sob. After a few seconds, she recovers her composure and continues. I just thought we could get married and go have a nice romantic night. Like a dinner date or something. I'm so afraid to be married. It feels like my whole life's about to change. Everyone says I'm starting a new journey or this or that. I love him. I'm happy to spend my life with him. It's a little scary, you know? Right. I get it. She sniffles. Looks like she's said everything she wants to say. Hey, do you think talking to him might help? He might be just as scared as you offer. He might have an instant backlash. No, it's his big party idea. He can come to apologize. I shouldn't have to come to him. You know, mildly fair point. So to get the story straight so far, she wanted a date. He wanted a party. The best friend guy said that he was rich from his parents' money, and so he himself was booking and renting all this stuff. Still, so far, you're on her side. Do you mind if I go and talk to him? This takes a second to think about. She quietly nods. Okay, so now that I know the story, I might be able to crack him into giving me his side. So then maybe I can have a full understanding. Maybe I can fix this night. And if he's supposedly rich, maybe coincidentally, I can get some coinage. Why are you up there? Hey, I'm back. You lean back on the bar next to Mark. He's staring off into space. So what happened at the party? Or what spurred the party, if you don't mind me asking? Mark angles his head down and sighs. You talked to her? Right. It seems like he doesn't know how to explain. You let the moment sit while he formulates the wording. Shortly after, he continues. It's just that, I had to pay for most of the stuff for our wedding here, you know, and I already booked out the stuff at this party when she said she didn't want one. I was going to call off the party, no big deal. I hadn't said anything to guests yet, so it's not like they would mind. Mark looks behind you. But then I brought it up around James, and he started getting all fussy about it. He told me it'd be a waste of money, and that no one would come otherwise, all this other stuff. So I folded, and I kept the party on. I guess I forgot to tell her. I screwed up big time, man. Mark directs his look from the friend far behind to you. Think, Oveq, how do you fix this? She wanted no party, yes date. He agreed until the toxic friend pressured him, so he is fine with a date. But at this time, what's going to be open? You live in a tavern. Mark, do you trust me? Mark blinks. Do I trust you? He hesitates. I mean, I just met you, but I guess, sure. Deep breath. Pray this plan works. Do you know where Rayburn's is? He thinks for a second before replying. Yeah, I think so. I think that was one of the options for where I could have done the party. Why? I'm gonna fix your night, you say as confidently as you can. Head over to Rayburn's. If it's closed, just keep knocking and say that Oveq sent you. Explain your situation of needing a post-wedding romantic dinner date. Mark nods. I'll have her meet you over there in 10 or so minutes. You got this, okay? You got this. Finger guns. Okay. I'm gonna let him do that, and I'm going to try not to puke over this ledge. As long as Buckley is awake, then he should be able to get in there, and maybe there's enough food or time. I mean, they can at least have sandwiches. Sandwiches maybe are more romantic. I think I would fall in love with someone quicker if they made me a sandwich rather than a steak, although a steak sandwich or a sandwich and steak would be really good. Either that or I'm about to wreck a wedding. What if I soften the blow? Can I get a flower? If I can get a flower, okay. How can I get up there? How can I think? You see nothing. Ow. Okay, how can I get up there? I need a flower. Flowers over there, but I would need to climb. Hey. Flowers. Where can I find a flower? That is a massive body of water. Maybe I can fish. There's flowers all the way over there. Those ones are too small. Let's think. They're all on the second floor. How do I get to one of those? Flower. Okay. This is someone's flower pot. They might really care. I'm yoinking it. It's mine. Okay. It's fine. You mean the ocean? Is that what that is? I thought it was maybe just I don't know. Okay. It's fine. No one's gonna, I mean, it'll be like one person too. Okay, trolley problem. I'm kind of screwing over one person and their singular, what is this, a tulip? I'm screwing over their singular tulip to make 3 people happy? Maybe 4? I mean, the bride, the groom, me, because I'm helping people and that makes me happy. And then Buckle, because he, maybe he likes helping people. Okay, I gotta be quiet, because I gotta sneak back in. Okay. Oh, my heart is beating. Okay. You're still looking the other way, right? Yep, okay. Third time. Don't burn my feet. Okay. You all see nothing. Okay, let's make sure he's left. Otherwise, this plan might be... Okay, I'm good. She's right over there. Okay, it all comes down to this. Hey, right over here. Hey. You pick off some excess soil from the bottom of the flower before you lightly tap her shoulder to get her attention. She looks up at you, confused. It's from him, not me. I'm not trying. I'm not like that. She takes the flower from your hand, gently bringing it close to smell it. A light smile graces her face, quickly replaced by a frown. She looks back to you. Is that all he's got? Just a flower? No, not at all. Not quite. There was a misconception. She tilts her head. You continue. See, he only held the party to make everyone else happy. He didn't want to stay long. He had reservations at one of the premier steakhouses nearby. Oh god, it's probably not wise to say steakhouse when there's 100% no steak there right now. And 100% no cooked steak. Who's moving around? I pray that's not security. Just act like I belong. He wanted to take a nice sunset walk over there and enjoy dinner. And then when the park here cleared out, it was rented out for just you guys. You continue the lie. It doesn't feel amazing to misguide her like this, but you're sure that tonight was just the result of high stress and bad alcoholic friends. So he listened to me? You nod. He's waiting over there right now. I guess he just didn't expect things to go sour. He understood that it was his fault. would express his sorry for him, but that's probably better in person. She stands up and quickly hugs you. Thank you. I'm sorry you had to get dragged into any of this. No problem. You and Buckle stand by the stairway, watching as the newlyweds smile and chat over their dinner. It's pretty much just salads, a plate of cheese, and crackers. And a candle. But it's the concept that counts. That much is evident by the fact that they both look leagues happier, like it's their second date. It gives you hope that you might just find something like that in this new world. A true, undying love. Buckle turns to look at you. You know, you got lucky. I was maybe 30 seconds from locking up that door and going straight to bed when that kid comes barging in asking for a date. Well, I did kind of tell him to wake you up if you were already closed.
Ha!
Uh-huh. Good luck with that, he laughs. If I was a light sleeper still, you wouldn't have even been able to get into the kitchen without me waking up. Note taken. But on a more serious note, kid, try not to make this a habit. He glances at you. It's a little past my bedtime. Another note taken. So, what is happening over there?
Huh?
So, does this contribute towards my half of the bill, the invoice, my debt? I did direct you some good business. They both bought up 2 main courses and appetizer. That's got to be all right money. Think, you might be able to impress me real quick. You read the menu. How much did they spend here? 2 of the vegetable platters, a cheese platter, 2 waters. The veggie platters were, what, 6 coins? 7? No. 6? And then the cheese platter is an appetizer. Maybe those were all pretty much 3 coins. How much are 2 waters? Free? They spent maybe like 20 coins or so here, right? Buckle raises an eyebrow. 15. Does that mean 15 coins off of my end of things? Well, maybe if I charged them it would. He chuckles. They just had a wedding. I didn't want to squeeze them out of more money. Besides, still got some ingredients I need to get rid of before they go bad. Dang. Overall, net 0 coinage here. So much for opportunity anywhere, right? Even if it's been such a short night, you might be able to sleep and come back in at a better time. Find an actual job with concrete money involved. That would be nice. Buckley pushes off the wall and straightens up. Well, kid, if you've got things covered down here, I've got a bit of shut-eye to chase back down. What do I need to cover down here? What?
Well,
He points towards the kitchen. For starters, there's a sandwich here with your name on it, waiting in the kitchen, right on the main island, wrapped in wax paper. You almost forgot about the sandwich. This is a win. And then also busting the table when done. Clean it off, spot clean the floor, put away anything I might have left out in the kitchen. Sound good? You fully had forgotten you live in this house and have to work as well. This is a loss. But sure.
all right then.
Satisfied, Buckle goes upstairs. You remain in place, zoning out and occasionally watching the couple. You wonder for a second where Dune's been, but before you can think much on it, the couple's in front of you. Thank you so much for helping. Again, though, sorry you had to deal with us at our worst, the bride says. We've just been so stressed. I'm sure you understand. You nod, and Mark steps in with a much more happy expression than what you last saw. She said everything I want to say and more. Of course, no worries. Here, hon, you go wait outside. I just want to pass a quick word to him, the groom directs. She nods and walks out the door. Mark embraces you in a quick bro hug before stepping back. Seriously, you're like a guardian angel, man. I really don't know how to repay you other than saying thanks a few million more times. Wait, here's your chance. This guy, or at least his family, are supposed to be rich, aren't they? That's what the best man guy said. And you did save his wedding day. Maybe he'd be willing to toss a few coins your way. Or maybe even just set you up with some family business that's willing to pay good. This night can get better. You could slide a few coins my way. Mark laughs. You know, I like you. We should hang out sometime. I might just swing around here someday. Well, that wasn't intended as a joke, but I guess that's fine. Maybe a repeat customer is more valuable than a few coins? I shouldn't keep her waiting any longer, though, he shrugs. I'll see you again sometime, man. Farewell. all things considered, that really could have gone a lot worse. Now it's just really quiet. Okay, well, it doesn't look like they left too much mess. I can... Chat, I don't think that was greedy. I mean, I feel like that's... I was... that was a pretty good favor. I kind of saved the dude's wedding. I mean, that's got to be worth something. I mean, if we really want to think about it, wouldn't that be like half of his assets potentially? I just say, I don't. Is that greedy? I don't think that's crazy greedy. Huh. I mean, he himself was saying he doesn't know how to repay me. Is it greedy to say that he could repay me using coins? I feel like that's not a crazy ask. Okay, sandwich. I want my sandwich. Oh. Hello. As Buckley promised, on the island lays a wax paper wrapped square. You excitedly unwrap it like a kid on Christmas. And before you can even finish unwrapping it, the smell of it hits your senses. It's amazing. Just off the smell, you feel like salivating. Again, what is it with the food around here? You take it out of the packaging and take a look at it. It's a homemade bread, well, obviously, cut into It's a homemade bread, obviously, cut into a rough, crustless square. Cute. Lifting the top slice and exposes the inside. Some of the cheese that he used for the cheese platters, a bit of salted meat that must have been close to expiry, a bit of a granary similar to the salads, and a light slather of some yellowish sauce on the interior of the bread. Based on smell, it might just be a version of honey mustard. It's beautiful. You're about to take the largest bite you physically can when you notice a dull glint out of the corner of your eye. Huh? You lower the sandwich and look back at the table. Under the sandwich had been one singular copper coin. Your first coin of hopefully many. Picking it up and twirling it around in your fingers brings a warm feeling. You've got a while to work, but things are really going to be good in this aerowyn and whatever realm encompasses it. Is normal life great? Not quite. But now, you've got a whole second chance. Things are looking up. Starting with this sandwich. For now, you can sit and eat your sandwich in peace. The cleaning and chores can come later. Right now, all you want to focus on is how good this sandwich is going to be. And a little bit about how good your life here is going to be.